Alright guys, back again with another video. I'm actually getting kind of tired of doing these, but it's for a good reason. I'm trying to help everybody out. So I recently just replaced the PCV valve and did all the stuff with the throttle body, and now I've been having some arcing coming from the cylinder 4 coil area. So I'll drop that video in here of what the issue was that I was having. Giving me a check engine light and basically misfiring because there wasn't any power going to the cylinder. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace these coil wires down to the spark plugs. You can look back on my channel. I've already shown you how to replace the spark plugs in this car, but it's very simple. So the hardest part is probably going to be getting these wire looms undone, but if you take a flathead screwdriver and just loosen them, it'll be very easy to get these to come up. So cylinder 1 and 3 is very simple. Cylinder 2 and 4, probably best just to remove the battery and detach the wiper fluid reservoir to get to these a little bit easier. So anyway, gonna drop the video down below of the issue that I'm having and show you how to start. Alright, so we've got the battery moved. I've got the reservoir up here. There's two 10mm bolts that I took out that hold it into place right here and there. And this now gives you access. Gives you access to the wires down there. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what to do from here. Now, it is important to remember which wires go here. They do have these labeled from NGK, so it's very simple. Just figure out which one goes to which. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the side that's easiest, which is gonna be 1 and 3. Set these back down. And you're gonna go ahead and slide these right off, and then check for any type of corrosion and debris. So if you have any of that, definitely want to remove it beforehand. So they might be kind of tricky, but they will come off. So as you can see, got a little bit of cleaning there, and we'll go ahead and take these out of the wire loom. And again, these should come out very easy. So I've got the one here and the other one. It's better to wiggle and twist than to just pull them out, but there we go. So there is 1 and 3. So those are out. Just gotta finagle it through these lines here, and the fun ones. So gonna go ahead and pull them out from under here first to make it easier, and then maybe just pull them through that little crack there. But that's gonna be easier with 2 hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Alright, I'll tell you what, this is the most annoying thing ever. So I got some bungees on here. I don't feel like disconnecting this stuff, but anyway, everything got out of the way. I was able to pull both of those wires, wires out of the what am I trying to say? Spark plug area. So we're gonna go ahead and get these off the top. And again, I'm not too worried at the moment because everything is labeled. So I'm just gonna go by these here. So the numbers on what is written on here. So we'll go ahead and take these off and check them as well. And so that one is a little dirty, so definitely gonna clean that one up and go ahead and get our new wires on here. So they do, or it is recommended to put some of this dielectric grease on there. So I've got some Q-tips here, and I'm just gonna put it on the inside of these tubes on the spark plug end. That way it'll be a lot easier to get them off for the next time. So now it's gonna be to go one by one. So I'm gonna go up here and start with number 3. So go ahead and get this out. You might have to find a way to wiggle them through without beating anything up. So yeah, that could be a slight issue. But yeah, again, this is a lot easier with two hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so I finally wiggled that one out of there. I've got just the slightest amount of grease on the inside of that. Gonna go ahead and pull it back through where we got the old one out. And we're just gonna set it up here for now. It's probably easier to get these actually pushed in and seated before we go ahead and put that back up here. Again, these are labeled, so you definitely want to make sure you're putting 3 on 3 and so on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out and do the same thing. Clean off these 2 terminals here and then wiggle these ones out. All right, I'll try and put you guys down here to show you. Well, I could probably just do it from up here. So yep, take this down and pull it through this little bit of a wiring mess that we got going on. Just be careful not to yank too hard on anything. And just like that, pull it right down and through. So I'm gonna put the last one in all the way through. Add our grease here. I'll show you what I'm doing. Maybe, kind of tricky. Yeah, it's just a little bit tricky, but all right, got some added in the top. And now we're going to go ahead and wiggle this one back up through here. Usually just follow the one that we did, and then yeah, this is a lot easier with one hand, or 2 hands, sorry. Yep, I'll put this down. And just like that, we've got everything up. So make sure that it's not going to interfere with any of the battery wires, things like that. And then when you pull it up, definitely want to make sure that you hear this kind of connect like that. That way all 4 are in there. There's no loose connections because you'll end up with the clip that I showed you at the beginning. So now it's just putting these in here, and you can always double check. So there's 2 to 2, 4 to 4, 3 to 3, and 1 to 1. So come back down here and go ahead and get this in there. So go ahead, aim it in. And boom, make sure it's in there. So same with the other side, they're in there pretty good. So now it's just a matter of cleaning this up, putting this in here. I like to make it as flush as possible, so push this down just a little bit, and don't forget the little tabs down there. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our reservoir back on there along with the battery. We'll do a cold start and see if this helped. All right, and after that little fail of me holding the camera, trying to show you exactly what I was doing, we got everything all buttoned up. Definitely make sure you've got no openings, nothing's tangled, and your battery and stuff is seated properly. So now, the part we've been waiting for, the startup. So yeah, definitely make sure you get all 4 of these out too. As you can see, I had one ended up breaking as I pulled it out, so it's definitely time for these. Go ahead and get that garage door open and give it a start. There we go. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. We'll go ahead and check the code.